A new report has been released that shows something extravagant that Google execs wanted to do in order to bolster its cloud gaming services, but it didn't happen. What is that thing? We'll get right into it. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K of PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, CloudDosage, MM2K Gaming, you name it, and I'm back again with another video. Before we get to this one, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when we're dropping these doses. We appreciate all of y'all, straight up. All right, so what's going on here? All right, so I came across a very interesting report, one I couldn't believe when I saw it. Until I saw it, I was like, holy cow, this cannot be real, but it seems like that it is. So here's what's going on, y'all. Google Stadia, as we know, is the debunked effort by Google to get into front-end cloud gaming. At the time of this recording, they're in back-end cloud gaming, where they have this product called Google Games for Cloud. And what they do is they provide back-end support for different cloud services that want to get into cloud gaming, and they supply the front-end support, like the games and the user interface. Google will do the behind the scenes stuff. And that's where they've been at after they've had Stadia, after what was it, immersive games for stream, immersive stream for games, the white label service that was supposed to be there. That is what they decided to fall on, was Google Cloud for Games. They took more of a backseat role opposed to the one that we were used to when Stadia was first released. The thing is that during this journey, a lot of people had surmised that Stadia had failed from a lack of leadership, particularly from the CEO of gaming level, which was Phil Harrison. The people said that Phil Harrison seemed to be disengaged, that he seemed to not really be doing the things and striking the deals that needed to be done, like his counterpart, Phil Spencer. They attributed it to Phil Harrison being a failed gaming exec, that he just doesn't know what he's doing, but somehow he lands these jobs. Now, the reality of that couldn't be farther from the truth. He was one of the original 40 people of PlayStation. He's the one that signed Naughty Dog over from Universal. Him and Yoshida did that, but it was his team that discovered Naughty Dog. Phil has had other successful gaming business stints outside of PlayStation. He's erroneously attributed to Xbox falling behind with the Xbox One when he was just head of European studios. And we know why the Xbox One didn't succeed. It had nothing to do with Phil Harrison. Nonetheless, he kept his head down, went through the rigors of Stadia, and now he's gone, right? So amongst that, Phil Harrison is once again a scapegoat for something, but it seemed like, maybe this time around it is attributed appropriately, because he has been quiet. He hasn't really said anything but to deliver us bad news. That's the only time we've seen him. But then comes forth this new report. And this new report kind of rips the lid off of all that and kind of paints a clearer picture of what might have been going on over there at Stadia, and what could have led to Phil Harrison's late life reclusiveness when it comes to Stadia. You don't know what I'm talking about? Let me show you something. There is this article from Insider Gaming that says Google discussed buying Epic Games with Tencent. And it reads, Google once had ideas of buying Epic Games and it wanted to discuss it with major shareholder Tencent. According to documents uncovered during the current trial between Google and Epic Games, former Google Director of Corporate Development Dev Sabata said in an email that Phil Harrison, who was Google's Vice President and General Manager, suggested a discussion with Tencent about Epic Games. As a potential alternative, Phil's proposing we consider approaching Tencent to either buy Epic shares from Tencent to get more control over Epic, unclear how that helps us with the majority share, or B, join up with Tencent to buy 100% of Epic, and then of course we do a lot of deep commercial things with Epic. The plans, however, seem to go nowhere based on further emails. The company may be open to a second largest strategic investor as a counterweight to Tencent, they read. Tencent may not be willing to sell shares or may seek to block another strategic investor. Now, at the time of this deal, Epic was valued at $2 billion. At the time of this, as of 2022, just the 40% alone that Tencent owns is valued at $32 billion. There was a variety of things that Phil Harrison thought that this move was strategic. Various reasons. YouTube, the upcoming Stadia platform, which they named Yeti, and a host of other things. This was the biggest and boldest, I think, move that Google could have made to actually bolster itself in the cloud, because Fortnite is huge. This could have changed everything, not just for Stadia, but for Google. Can you imagine not only having Fortnite available on Yeti day one, along with games like Destiny and so forth? Because that's the game that cloud gamers have been clamoring for. Like, when is Fortnite coming to cloud gaming? And it came to one particular service and it bolstered that service. It moved that service from last to first, literally, in cloud gaming activity. Phil wasn't playing any games. He was ready to go. And you can tell by the dismissiveness by some of these other execs in the emails, and we're going to go over a lot of that in the main show. But you see the reclusiveness that they have there, that could be demoralizing. So based upon what we know now, and I'm looking at everything in totality, I've actually taken time to go look at Dov Zimmering. Shout out to Dov, one of my favorite Stadia people as well. His testimony and his deposition with the FTC. I've taken time to look over that because we've had people who wanted to have revisionist history and bring that back up and say, oh, see, this proves that the FUD and the doom and gloom that we were saying from day one about Stadia was true. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We read it ourselves, and we're going to explain how what was actually being said opposed to what's being written now. There's a lot of good reports that are summarizing it as well. And some of those reports that are summarizing it well are coming from those that were always Stadia detractors. You know what I mean? So everybody's not mucking it up, but you got some people that are. They're still, you live rent free in their heads and they're still trying to rewrite history. But that's okay. It's all right. As my grandmammy would say from the South, Lord bless them. But with that being said, I'm going in conjunction with this news, I'm also going to look over that from Dov and it spells so much on what actually feasibly happened and how a move like this could have shifted the dynamic in the cloud gaming space, in the gaming space, period, so much in the favor of Google. So here's some questions that we want to ask. First, we're going to examine the chronological order of events as Google was trying to get into cloud gaming and what happened We got to do that first, because then we want to ask, how would such a move as this, what Phil Harrison was proposing, how would it have changed the outcome? We also want to ask, what does this suggest regarding the possible rift between the cloud gaming division and the leadership? And lastly, we want to ask, despite this proposal, even if this doesn't go through, does the Google or Alphabet leadership's decision to change its cloud gaming involvement, does it make sense now more than it did before? We're going to examine all that, and we're going to do that in the show, which this is the teaser for. And that is the editorial. We do this every week. We do it for the members. So if you want to participate and also get access to great member content, as well as being involved in our quarterly raffles, come join us. Hit that join button below. Come become a member. And once you're a member at any level, you will get access to the show. So I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna go record that now and make it available when ready. But the time that you hear this, that'll be ready as well. We got it timed and scheduled perfectly. So come on, join us over at the editorial right now. What you can do is just sit tight, stay chill. This should bring you automatically over there. Or you can go check the cards or the links and stuff like that we have in the description. It'll take you over there. And like I said, you're not going to want to miss this. Join, become a member, get access to our great Cloud Dosage content, as well as get access to our raffles. All right. With that said, appreciate all of y'all. Can't wait to have the bigger discussion with you. Till next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.